Hi Ollie, my name's Tom McCreary. We've been speaking about this 2020 GLS 580. So I figured I'd put a short video tour of it together for you. So I'm gonna do a walk around the outside, touch on some of the features and styling cues on the outside of this 580, and then we're gonna jump on the inside and touch on some of the packages and features on the inside as well. So right up front here, we are gonna start with the lighting package and the difference between the GLS 580 and some of the other GLSs that we have, the 450. So this does have a lighting package, so it is an upgraded light. Headlights, you do get adaptive high beam assist as well as the nice multi-beam LEDs. The front grille on a GLS 580 is slightly different than a normal GLS 450. We do have some of those in the background. You'll see that these styling cues are slightly different as far as like louvers, and the front bumper does look a little bit sportier on this one. As we come around, the other thing you're gonna notice is this one does have the color matched fender flares on the 580 versus the black accent on the 450. While we're right here, you will see the 22-inch multi-spoke wheels. They are an AMG wheel, so it is an upgraded wheel as well. And as we come down the side, you'll see you do have running boards. And we will come back towards the rear wheels as well. Still those same multi-spokes, gorgeous color. This is the Iridium silver color as well. It has black interior, which I will show you in just a minute. While we're back here, I'm gonna pop the rear, show you it's all automatic up and down. This is a third row seat configuration, which is standard in a GLS. One of the things we'll see back here is you have two sets of switches, one on the right, or three buttons on the right, two on the left. On the right here, this is the controls for your third row. So all you have to do is press those down and the seats will go down in just a second. And they go down all automatically. What this third button right here does is, if I push that, it will actually lower the suspension so that it is easier to put things into the rear of the vehicle. Other really nice use for that is if you have a dog that can't jump as high, lower the suspension for him and he can get in there. The buttons on the left side of the vehicle and the driver's side of the vehicle are actually for the second row. So if I hit those two buttons, those will also fold down flat. As you can see there, this is a 6-seat configuration, so you've got the captain's chairs. So you've got actual a pass-through through the middle, so you can climb through the middle if need be, or as I'll show you, there is an easy entry button on those seats as well to get into the third row. Back here behind, you do also have a little bit of storage, as well as the spare wheel with a pump to blow this up, and you do also have your first aid kit. But that's kind of it for the rear. I'm going to move around to the side. I'm going to put this back down. All automatic again. On the passenger side of the vehicle, we do have our gas door. If you push on it, it opens. It will also lock with the door locks. So as soon as you lock the doors, those are locked as well. Back to the second row, I'm going to just open the door. You can get a good look at the interior color here. One of the nice features of this GLS 580 is you do have climate control controls in the second row for the rear seat passengers, as well as you do have, you'll see as we pan out towards the door here, you'll see we have a heated second row as well as powered second row seats. So you can actually adjust the seats power, just like the front. So that's kind of the outside of the vehicle. So now we're going to jump on into the interior and go over some of those features. All right, now that we're back inside the vehicle, I'm going to go over some of the features and options this GLS 580 does have. So I'm going to start on the driver's side door and kind of work our way through the middle. So over here first off, we do have a all-electric adjustable seat with memory and a thigh adjustment. This also extends the bottom of the seat outwards for taller drivers. Up here we have these three buttons. One is heated seat, the second one is ventilated seats, the third one is a control for the passenger seat. So with that one lit, I can actually control this seat right here from the driver's side controls. Then moving towards the center of the car, we have all of our light controls. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but over here, your light controls, automatic lights, then you've got your automatic wipers, and all your wiper controls. The adaptive high beams, you press forward with your lights on. As soon as your lights come on and there's no cars coming, dark enough, the high beams will turn on. Car comes towards you, the high beams turn back off automatically. Then on our steering wheel, this brings us to another package this vehicle has, which is DISTRONIC, which is our adaptive cruise control system. So the way we work this is we either turn it on right here, and then we can set the distance that we want to follow a car behind in front of us. So the closer we want, we push it up, and the further away we push it down, and you will set your following distance, which is denoted up here in your all digital display. That right there is all controlled by the two buttons to the left of your cruise control. So you have this little square here is actually a mouse pad or a track pad. So you can actually make adjustments right through here and change what you see in all three sections of the dashboard. So you can customize this quite a bit. You also can change what you see in the center there, be radio or navigation, all done right through the little square trackpad and the home key, which is just all operated right there. As we come to the right side of the steering wheel, this controls your infotainment system. This is the all-new MBUX system by Mercedes. So this, as you can see, it is actually voice controlled. So if I say the brand name of the vehicle, it opens up a voice command system. That is one of the 4 ways you can control this system right here. That's one. 2 is it is actually a touchscreen. So you can pinch to zoom, or just click on stuff and just scroll around just like you would your tablet or smartphone. Open up the navigation again. The third way is right here, this little trackpad on the right side of the steering wheel, which allows you to select and change between your different menus right from the steering wheel without ever taking your hand off the wheel. Below those controls, you have your phone and volume for your radio, as well as some voice control. You can activate the voice control assistant right from the steering wheel without actually saying, hey Mercedes. Then as we move to the center, like I said, infotainment screen, all touchscreen. This also has the active multi-contour seats, which is the option I just brought up. This also has the massage function, so you can set either side, and you have a couple different style of massaging features. So you just hit the play button and it will start going for either the driver or passenger. You can then also change your seat kinetics, lumbar settings, so you can kind of adjust it pretty thoroughly. The side bolsters, the actual bolstering on the sides of the seat, can be changed right from here as well. So you have a lot of customizability here in the center console screen. And then your ambient lighting. You do have about 64 different colors to choose from if you just use the color wheel, or you can do these multicolor preset designs, which gives you two colors at the same time. Those are all through the cabin, or throughout the cabin. As you can see right here under the screen, the door handles, the footwells, they're pretty well lit in here. And then you've got, you know, your vehicle settings and whatnot all right through there. As we come down through the middle, you have all your climate controls as well as your hazards. You know, those are relatively straightforward. You can also bring up an actual menu if you want to use the touchscreen by using that button right there. In the center here, we have wireless charging, which is this pad right here. And then you also have 2 charging ports, which are USB Type-C. This is this port right here will actually activate Android Auto or Apple CarPlay as long as your phone is capable of doing such. You then have your 2 cup holders, which are also lit by the ambient lighting. And then as we come back, we'll see more buttons and controls. This is the 4th way to control your center screen. This is another trackpad, quite a bit larger than the 2 on the steering wheel, but you use it just like you would on a computer. To the left of the trackpad, you'll see you have your dynamic select, which changes the drive modes from Sport, Sport Plus, Individual, Comfort. This one has a very cool option, which is Curve, which what that will do is when driving around curves, like a curvy road, it'll actually lean the car into whichever direction you're turning. Whichever direction the corner is going, the car will actually lean into it going down the road. Then you can actually, you have actually 2 more. I didn't touch on Eco and Off-Road. With those, you have far more options. This also has adjustable suspension, so with each one of those drive modes, you have different ride heights that you can actually achieve as well. As we come down through these buttons, we have the parking package, which you'll see when I click on that, it brings up this screen, which the car will actually park itself. As we're driving through a parking lot, you'd see a parking space come up, click on it, the vehicle will ask you how you want to park. If we scroll down, we'll see the different views we can have. We have the passenger door open, so this side is actually blank. That's why you're not seeing anything over there. But you can scroll through all of your different camera angles that you have. So it does have a 360 camera on it, as well as parking assist. The other 2 buttons right here on the left are both a favorites button and a car settings button. The settings button is the one I just clicked. Gives you a bunch of settings for the vehicle. Far too many to cover in a short tour. On the right side of the trackpad, we have another volume control for the infotainment system, and then hard keys for any of the original sub menus. So if I click on any of these buttons over here on the right, on the right, it'll bring me to one of these different menus. Then below the little armrest here, you'll actually see some more switches. This is for the different, so this is for your suspension settings. So you can set it in different suspension modes. Then we have manual shift. So you have paddle shifters on the steering wheel. If we click this button, it'll actually make it a manual shift transmission by using the paddles. This button right here in the middle actually will change our ride height. If we hit it up, it'll go up. We hit it down, it goes down. Traction control is the next one, and then hill descent. So you can set a speed going down a hill up to, I believe, 11 miles an hour, and it will change that. Oh, so it's 10 miles an hour. I correct myself. It will actually hold that speed going down a hill for you. So that is a pretty good overview of all the different features and functions here in the GLS 580. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions. Again, my name is Tom McCoubry, and you can reach me at 207-653-9942. Thanks.